Good afternoon, Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Helen, friend. I am Saint Germain, and I am here full of energy. Every time you investigate your own being, remember that your energy is also full. You are in an incarnated process. Many say this process is assuming forms they claim to be unaware of. So, watch, when you manifest even what you say is an imbalance, those imbalances, many put forward so they don't understand why it's manifesting in their lives. But remember, we are all energetic beings, and you, who are here incarnated, have that embodied consciousness. You have memory records, but you, too, continually feed your database through this embodied consciousness. So, what do you start to observe? That when you have the desire to realize within your own being let's say, a way to feed your database, within a more positive orientation as you say here, within an orientation that even brings you a perception that everything you have in your being can be used to generate more and more benefits for yourself, then what do you come to understand? There is an inner process that is not being observed. There is an inner process that is staying in a habit that is not doing you any good. So, when you look at yourself, what is constantly said? The more you align yourself with self-understanding, the more it starts to guide all areas of your life. Then you come to understand that everything, exactly everything, is inside you. There is no factor expressing itself in your life that is outside of you. So, in this acceptance, I would say that there is an opening for you even to guide a permission process. Permission to self-understand, permission to generate experiences, permission to even recognize capacities, competence, everything you want, and what you must understand. This is accessed through self-permission. That is why a process of self-indoctrination is always said to be a process of self-respect, because when you are indoctrinating yourself by looking closely at your being, observing that every thought and feeling generates a manifestation in your life, then, through these observations, it is through these observations that you will come to understand how you work. Within that, we can even say, within that interpretation, you will begin to guide yourself. So, the process of self-indoctrination can be carried out in several ways, because there is no single, defined process that constitutes self-indoctrination. But when you are aligned with a desire to preserve your being, with a desire always to take care of yourself, everything you start to do, aligned with this self-care, better conditions this process of self-indoctrination to your being, because everything you go on to establish is in this alignment. So, you see, you can be doing any activity in your outer world, no matter what your situation is, as you say here, because you even generate qualifications through financial situations, what you call social class. But remember that for a process of self-indoctrination, there is no established condition. All of you have this process within you. And this process follows its own orientation. The more you look at your being, the more you recognize this self-love. So, I suggest that, in this regard, you deliver increasingly precise performances for yourself. But remember that you're only acting to serve yourself. Your performance and your way of interpreting are only suited to your being. This is placed so that you do not interpret that through self-indoctrination, this will even become favorable or indicated, as you put it, for other beings. Always remember that we are all energy, we are all one energy. So, within this, you come to understand that the consciousness of equality is always present, and you remember that, through this consciousness, keeping it entirely in your being, all your actions become aligned with respect for others. With these words, I bid you farewell. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.